No way, check that out. I guess we're part of the RV club.
So we've made it here to Alexandria Bay. It was a beautiful drive on the way here. It's amazing how quickly summer has passed us by, and it's starting to look and feel a lot like fall.
It is. We got to see something kind of fun on the way here. We got to see I think it's called the Wagon Queen Family Truckster, if you're familiar with the National Lampoon's Family Vacation movie. That's what they drove across country in.
Their station wagon.
So it was kind of fun to see that.
Yeah, as we were driving, they were getting on the exit onto 81, so that was fun to see. So here we are in Alexandria Bay in the Thousand Islands region of New York. We have something fun planned today, something a little special. We are actually doing a boat tour with Uncle Sam Boat Tours. We're doing the Millionaires Row Tour, and that's going to take us to Boldt Castle, something that's been on our list for a long time. We hope you join us for the fun. All right, here we go. Time for a boat tour.
Thank you.
We set off on our 1-hour Millionaires Row Tour with Uncle Sam Boat Tours after purchasing our tickets online at almost $40 a person. A bit of a splurge for us.
Captain Cheatham, let's give him a big round of applause.
Our tour started with a look at some of the most well-known islands in the St. Lawrence River. It was interesting to hear the history of the area and to learn about the various owners of the islands along with some interesting facts about the area. Millionaires Row was a group of islands that were purchased by some of the wealthiest families in the late 1800s and early 1900s, where they built lavish mansions that still stand today. Don't let the name deceive you. There are actually almost 2,000 islands in the Thousand Islands region, and they range from islands of quite substantial size to tiny piles of rocks. The official island count of 1,864 was determined by counting only land masses that remain above water 365 days a year and support a living tree. This group of islands span more than 50 miles of water and straddle the border of the U.S. and Canada. This island, Deer Island, is a 40-acre retreat for Yale's Skull and Bones Society. Prime ministers and presidents, the Kellogg family, the Wrigley family, the head of Singer Sewing Machine Company, the head of Macy's department store in New York City, famous Canadian musicians, internationally renowned authors and playwrights, and NHL players have lived or spent time in the Thousand Islands. During the tour, we floated over the wreck of the Roy A. Jodrey, a carrier ship that struck a shoal in 1974. The vessel made it to the U.S. Coast Guard station and tied up, but sank soon after. The wreck was declared unsalvageable, but divers have died trying to salvage the cargo of iron ore and explore the ship where it lies 254 feet below the surface of the water. This island is Devil's Oven, the rumored hiding place of pirate Bill Johnston during the 1800s. There are many tales of pirating, smuggling, and buried treasure here in the Thousand Islands. Another bit of fun trivia. In 1964, the TV show The Price is Right gave a contestant an island that was named the Price is Right Island. While we didn't see the island, we thought it'd be fun to mention, as Steve was once in the studio audience for The Price is Right and was acknowledged by Bob Barker during filming.
The fabulous 60-minute Price is Right. Oh, the next contestant on The Price is Right. Hello, Timothy.
Timothy, don't you have that baseball cap on backwards?
No, that's right.
But no, I thought the bill went in the back now.
Nowadays, maybe.
Yeah, that's the way you're supposed to wear it. Yeah. See, look at Stephen on the front row here. He has his hat. Now, are you going to wear it backwards?
Yeah.
Why, Timothy? When all of the young people are wearing them backwards, I mean, with the bill in the back, why do you wear yours this way?
I'll do it your way.
All right. It's not my way. It's not my way. It's just the way I see them now.
Just Room Enough Island is just what it sounds like. It has just room enough for one house and one tree. It barely meets the qualifications to be one of the 1,000 islands. Just Room Enough Island is the smallest inhabited island in the world. One of the most popular islands here are Zavicon Island and Little Zavicon Island, because of the claim that the islands have the world's smallest international bridge, just 32 feet in length, connecting the larger Canadian island with the smaller American island. However, the truth of this has been questioned with claims that both islands are actually both in Canada. It's definitely more fun to believe that the owners have a home in Canada and a backyard in the US. Our boat tour tickets included a stop at Hart Island, the most famous island in the region. We were dropped off for a self-guided tour to be picked up later by Uncle Sam's continuously running water shuttle. Accessible by water taxi, tour boats, and private boat, Boldt Castle is open for self-guided tours from mid-May through mid-October. Adult admission is $13. The tickets we purchased for our boat tour included the tour at Boldt Castle. So we just finished the boat tour. What'd you think of it, Steve?
It was a big bowl of okay.
I would have to agree that it wasn't all that great. It's cool to see. It's cool to see all those different islands and the houses and to hear some of the history. Was it worth the price we paid? That's pretty debatable.
I think we should have inflated our kayak and toyed around.
Paddled around. Yeah, so tickets were, I think, we paid about $25 a person for the boat tour. And then it's $13 a person here at the castle. I think it's like $16 a person for the boathouse that's across the water. We didn't do the boathouse tour, but... So it's something that's been on my list for a long time. We were going to camp in this area like years ago. It was more than 15 years ago. We were going to take our tent and go camping on the island near here, but it rained, so our plans were ruined. So it's something we can check off our list, and it's cool. Maybe just not worth the money, but I'm glad we've done it. So, let's go check out the castle. The story of Boldt Castle on Hart Island is a sad one. Construction began on the castle in 1900 by George Boldt, millionaire hotel magnate and proprietor of the world-famous Waldorf Astoria Hotel in New York. Boldt Castle was designed as a summer dream home, as a tribute to his beloved wife Louise, a castle to rival those of Europe. Not a single detail of expense was spared. However, their castle dreams would never come to fruition. Louise passed away suddenly just months before the completion of the castle. George was inconsolable and telegraphed the island, commanding the workers to stop all construction immediately. George never returned to the island, leaving the unfinished structure as a monument of love. For over 70 years, the castle and its various stone structures were left vacant, at the mercy of the wind, rain, ice, snow, and vandals. Since 1977, when the island was acquired by the Thousand Island Bridge Authority, several $1 million have been invested into rehabilitating, restoring, and improving the Hart Island structures. All net revenue from castle tourism is invested back into the property to continue restoration and to preserve this historical landmark for the enjoyment of future generations. Inside the castle, the first floor has been restored to reflect George and Louise Boldt's intended finished interior, complete with furnishings.
Let's go check out the basement.
We're in the underbelly of the castle now. Ooh. Boldt Castle rises 6 stories from the foundation level of the indoor pool to the highest towered room. The castle has 120 rooms and tunnels below ground. Restoration is ongoing on the upper floors of the castle. Visitors can access some of the areas. On display are areas still showing signs of vandalism from the years the castle was abandoned, details of the restoration process, historical photos and information about Hart Island and surrounding islands, and some finished rooms. One of my favorite parts of exploring the castle was being able to get up to the higher levels for a look at the turrets and unique architectural details on the exterior of the castle, and getting a better view of the surrounding areas. We could even spot our van across the water. This is pretty cool up here, and look, you can see our white van across the water. That's where we came from. The grounds of Boldt Castle feature beautiful Italian gardens and several interesting structures. Completed in 1899, the Ulster Tower, also known as the Playhouse, is the most architecturally unique structure on Hart Island. With a 2-lane bowling alley, kitchen, billiard room, Venetian room, library, shell room, and theater, George Boldt wanted to create the ideal atmosphere for recreational activities. Unlike the main castle, the Boldt family actually used the tower up until the time of Louisa's death in 1904. The powerhouse and clock tower, designed in the fashion of a medieval tower, is Boldt Castle's most photographed structure. The powerhouse suffered severe damage after the tile roof was accidentally set ablaze by fireworks in 1939, which left the building exposed to the elements until its restoration in 1990. It housed 2 generators that would supply electricity to the entire island and 3 Otto engines that supplied water to the main castle. We wrapped up our time at Boldt Castle, catching the last water shuttle of the day back, ready to get back to our van.
So we're here in Alexandria Bay. We're checking out a little bit of a music festival, and look what's behind me. It's the car that we referenced earlier today. We drove past it on the highway. It's the family truckster.
You gotta get that same long river. We got
Eee, look at this spider. Oh, there's actually a whole bunch of spiders. We've parked in a New York Welcome Center tonight. Some states you can't do that, but we read on iOverlander that people have parked here, so we are going to try it out. Hopefully no knock in the night, and it's quiet enough that I think I'm going to be able to take out this little girl. Go for a little walk. You ready to go for a walk? Huh? What do you think? You ready to go for a walk? Huh? You gotta put your harness on. You gotta put your harness on, kitty. Alright, you ready to go outside, kitty? Huh? You ready to go outside? Good girl. Alright. Alright. Oh, here we go. Alright, here it goes. Go for a little walk. Hey, baby. Huh? Huh? Well, unfortunately, the walk didn't last long at all tonight. I think it's because a big tractor trailer went through here, and there must be a bump or something. They go boom as they go over, and I think she heard that a couple times. So she was not having that. Where are you, kitty? Well, she didn't want to be outside for a walk, but she wants her dinner, don't you, kitty? You want some of this, huh? Is this what you want? Here you go. Well, this is where we're going to leave you for this episode. A quick thank you to all our patrons. If you enjoy our videos, please consider becoming a patron yourself by using the link on the screen that we've also included in the video description, along with other information about this episode. Thanks in advance, and we'll catch you on the next one.